Spanish-speaking cast, a werewolf, and Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde all in one film? It's none other than the work of Paul Naschy, an actor who's best known for being the Spanish Lon Chaney, playing Frankenstein's monster, Dracula, and the Mummy all at one point or another. A famous line of films had him playing the Wolfman, with this film including a cameo from the grandson of Dr. Jekyll, who tries to save the Wolfman by turning him into Mr. Hyde in hopes that he can then inject him with the cure. Isn't that a crazy plot for a low-budget film? Technically, this film is 20 minutes longer than the version I saw. This version doesn't have any opening credits, it just kind of begins. There's also the Spanish version and the German version, which has more nudity. The original title is Dr. Jekyll y el Hombre Lobo, which can be translated to Dr. Jekyll and the Werewolf. But some have claimed that the English title is Dr. Jekyll and the Wolfman, or Dr. Jekyll versus the Werewolf. In any case, there's a freaking movie where the werewolf transforms and it cuts to a stuffed wolf for detail that looks nothing like him. We got quick shots of owls, a head on a spike, then out of nowhere we're in London. Okay, what's going on? I suppose that when she first sees the werewolf transform, they cut to the stuffed head because it's referencing the first 5 minutes of the film that isn't even in my version. Thanks a lot, Mill Creek. The film begins with this couple traveling to the outskirts of England because I guess they wanted to get out to the country life. Her husband's parents died here, so while visiting their graves, his car gets jacked in pure daylight. He doesn't stand for this, and it leads to the greatest fight in film history. He literally just gets killed on the spot. After the wife passes out, she ends up at the castle owned by Waldemar for some reason, and he's also known as the Wolfman. She learns of his condition as the town gets fed up with his nonsense, going as far as to kill the woman who takes care of him. They graphically show her decapitated head and chase the Wolfman and the wife, who apparently has quickly forgotten her dead husband, out of town. They arrive in England and they request the help of Dr. Jekyll's grandson, but not after the werewolf transforms in the elevator, attacking a helpless trapped woman. By the way, I keep switching between the terms werewolf and wolfman, but hey, if the movie can't make up its mind, neither will I. Dr. Jekyll injects the Wolfman with the Mr. Hyde serum, causing him to be cured, well, sort of. He ends up going around as Mr. Hyde, being an asshole to everyone. He arrives at a club, but quickly transforms back into Waldemar, then back into the Wolfman. Hell yes, we get it all in this movie. Dr. Jekyll even gets murdered because his assistant has this dumb idea that the Wolfman will bring some kind of scientific breakthrough to them, which makes no sense. But don't worry, Waldemar as Mr. Hyde, who looks like Lou Ferrigno in The Incredible Hulk, pushes her onto a bed of spikes. Holy! So now it's up to the wife to take care of business. When she is attacked, she uses her remaining limbs to shoot him with a silver bullet, as they both die and the credits roll. Now, that was a fun movie. It's definitely a low-budget affair, including scenes in London that I'm pretty sure they got no permits to film for. It's got obnoxious acting, hilarious camera angles, and editing tricks that are emulated by directors today who are a fan of these exploitation films. I say go to the source to get the true experience. Paul Naschy is a huge icon in Spanish horror, and Shout Factory released a Blu-ray containing a number of his films, which I kind of want to buy now. He portrayed the Wolfman nearly 12 times. I'm very interested in getting into these films. As for if I'll see the original Spanish version of this film, perhaps someday in the future. For now, this horrible DVD rip will do fine, even though the widescreen is all out of whack. But it's definitely a strangely titled piece of werewolf history that is as cheesy as it is engaging.
Excuse me. I have to go to the bathroom with some friends. I'll be right back.